pleasure? What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it where do you go when your heart's with a fever? Won't you screw but you won't leave her? Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon dreamers. Oh, my city, oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it my city, my city. My city, my city. Give it up for my city.
What's the story, WWE fans? Tonight on the Wrestle Story, we're going to make our Stomping Grounds predictions.
Yep, that's about it. There really isn't all that more.
No.
Just Stomping Ground predictions tonight. Stomping Ground. It's Sunday, and we won't be doing our recap show that we generally do for it. We'll be out of town, but we will be recapping it on Monday
Yes.
when we recap Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
So, if you want to see the recap of Stomping Grounds, then make sure to come back on Monday when we recap.
Yes.
Yeah, it's confusing, I know. So, I have everything, all the matches and everything written down, and it's a decent card.
Well, it's okay.
It's not horrible.
No.
A lot of them are just
Repeat matches.
yeah, repeat matches from Money in the Bank
Yeah.
or WrestleMania. So meh. But, that's life.
Yep.
That's the way it goes sometimes. It shouldn't be that way, but it's life. So, the first match that we have down on our card is, I'm assuming it's going to be on the pre-show. We have New Days, Big E, and I almost said Kevin Owens. Big E and Xavier Woods versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This match was made a couple days ago. I think it's just to get Big E on the card because he's back from injury,
Probably.
and this will be his first pay-per-view. It'll be sad if he's on the pre-show,
Yeah,
but it's generally where they put matches like this.
Well, it is what it is. It's hopefully this is the start of, if they're going to use Kevin Owens and Sami as a tag team, this is the start of, a tag team division that actually means something.
Yeah, let's hope so. I'd hope for that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So,
Who are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with Kevin Owens and Sami.
You're going to go with KO.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to do the same.
Good choice. Excellent choice.
I think. Because honestly, I don't know. I think it'd be good to give Big E a win, but KO and Sami, they'll probably like cheat or something. What did I do to the screen?
Good job.
There we go. KO and Sami will probably find some way to like cheat their way to victory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's generally what they do. So I'm gonna also say Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
As
Definitely.
nice as it would be to give New Day a win, I don't see it happening. You know, New Day in the tag team division, they've just kind of like disintegrated because they've been focusing on the Kofi being the WWE champion and having him with his run in the solo spotlight. Like, they used to be big ones that they'd always be ones to be holding one of the two championships, and now they're not.
Yeah.
And so that's why in tag team work, I just don't see them being a huge threat anymore like they used to be.
Well, I know it makes you wonder if they're going to have them split up.
It does, but I just don't think you can do it though.
Well, it depends
Like
on what you're
splitting
going
up
to do. I mean,
the New Day.
I know it's like a big thing, but I mean, all factions seem to split up at some point in time.
I mean, they do, so it makes sense. It would make sense for them to split up at some point in time, but you know,
Yes.
whatever. So the next match, we have Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I don't know. I don't know where I stand in this match.
This is an easy one.
Well, it could be an easy one.
They're not giving the titles to Heavy Machinery.
It could be an easy one.
Yeah, they're not giving the titles to Heavy Machinery.
Why? Why couldn't they give the titles
Because
to
they
Heavy
haven't even
Machinery?
tried to put any focus on them, so why would they give Heavy Machinery...
But have they been putting a focus on Bryan and Rowan?
No, but Bryan is a little bit bigger name and has been focused on, you know...
In the last
And so...
several months.
No. I just think that... See,
Hey, Anthony,
agrees.
how's it going? Current champ
Anthony...
in the building.
So, Anthony picks Bryan and Rowan. I'm picking Bryan and Rowan. Who do you take, Anthony? New Day or Kevin Owens and Sami?
Yeah. That was the first match we talked about. I'm going to... I don't know, because I think I'd like to see the belts on Heavy Machinery,
Not happening.
but I think you're right. It would
Anthony's taking New Day.
Oh! Oh! We didn't. We said KO and Sami. We both said KO and Sami.
That's probably why he's going to win again.
Probably. Because he thinks outside the box and we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just makes sense. Right? He's the current champ. Unfortunately, I'm going to be the champ next.
Not if you lose that match.
Whatever.
Good way to start off here.
Whatever.
Same.
Whatever. Colin's also in the running. He came out of retirement for this.
Yeah.
But he was like,
He was retired, no pay-per-views.
yeah. He said he wasn't going to do any more pay-per-views, but then I kind of talked him into it.
Who do we got next?
I was like, fine. Come out of retirement, man.
The Gulak. Nese, Tozawa, and Gulak.
Yeah. So, now we have the Cruiserweight Championship match. We have Tony Nese, who is... Why did the Alexa turn on?
I don't know.
I don't either. We have Tony Nese, who is the Cruiserweight Champion, versus Akira Tozawa, and versus Drew Gulak. It's a triple threat match. The easy answer would be Tony Nese. But I think I'm going to go with Drew Gulak for this one. Because I think with as much as he's been pushed a lot on NXT. He's been featured more on 205 Live than he has been recently. So I'm going to say Gulak.
I'm going to say Tony Nese.
And you're probably going to win again. But this is what happened at WrestleMania. I was like, oh yeah, there's no way they're going to take the belt off of Buddy Murphy. And then they put it on Tony Nese. And you won.
Yeah.
And I was like, no! It's a sad, sad day when Mr. Gleen gets things right.
That's just because they're moving Murphy up. They're not moving Nese up.
No. They didn't move Murphy up right away after that.
No, but that was the plan.
I mean, it made sense to move it off of him, but
Yeah.
but then, they
Look,
haven't done anything.
see Anthony's.
Buddy. He said buddy.
Yep.
Buddy. Yeah.
Hey, James.
How's it going? Yeah. He said Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy
Yep.
isn't even in the match, and he's going to win the Cruiserweight Championship. Uh-huh. Sounds good. You want me to put that in as your pick, Buddy Murphy?
Here, I'll give you Tony Nese,
I see no Buddy Murphy on this photo.
Drew Gulak, or Tozawa. Do you want to stick with Buddy Murphy? See, we were talking about Buddy Murphy, and he put him down.
I don't think you're going to get this one right, Anthony, if you truly stick with Buddy Murphy.
This isn't the 24/7 championship. It's the Cruiserweight championship. They have a match for it.
So, while we're waiting here, James, the first match we talked about, Drew, cool. Drew,
Yes, we started predictions.
not Drew McIntyre, Drew Gulak. See? Great minds think alike. And then when we're both right, you will be the one sitting in the corner bawling your eyes out.
Yes.
Because you didn't get anything right.
James, the first one we talked about was New Day and Kevin Owens versus Sami. Or wait, New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami.
Or New Day and Kevin Owens versus Sami. That would be an interesting match.
3-on-1 match. Handicap.
No, New Day. Why is the graphic still up there?
Oh, you want me to take it off?
Yeah, I'd love for you to do that. Because we were just talking all through that, and it made no sense as to why that was still up there.
That's okay.
That's okay.
James going with New Day.
New Day, okay, cool. Then the next match, we have the Nese, Tozawa, and Gulak match for the Cruiserweight Championship. That's the one we were just talking about. Jeez. You're a ding-dong sometimes.
Sometimes.
I just hope you know that.
I need to see if there's a way we can set these up so they're on a timer, so they're up there for like 5 seconds or something.
So then they're not up there for the whole show?
Yeah, so if I don't hit the button, it doesn't stay up there.
If I didn't look at it, we would have
James
not.
going with, Tozawa.
Tozawa.
And then we also talked about Bryan and Rowan
versus
versus
Heavy
Machinery.
Machinery. I don't know what that was.
That was a move.
It was a move. Yeah, no, and we both said we both said Daniel Bryan and Rowan would retain. And then for the first match we said Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yes.
Because that just made sense. Just made sense to me. Because they are some sneaky little dudes.
Yes.
Okay, they're not little, but they're some sneaky dudes. And they can pull something off.
All right.
He's thinking really hard about
I
this
know.
one.
I don't blame him. I think this is a hard one to pick.
Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery?
No, it wasn't. I picked it right away.
I didn't. I was like,
They're
well,
not giving him Heavy Machinery's
Well,
not getting the title.
I would
Sorry.
love to see the titles on Heavy Machinery.
It'd be nice to see the titles change just because, but they're not giving it to Heavy Machinery.
Probably.
I just don't think they're doing that.
Daniel
Bryan
Bryan and
and
Rowan. All right. Sounds good. Bryan and Rowan. Cool. The next match that we have down is Samoa Joe versus Ricochet for the U.S. title. Title's changing hands here, people.
By the way, this is presented by Gold Bond, in case anyone wanted to know.
I don't know why, but this is... Okay, so I got all these photos from the exact same place. But yet, this is the only one that had the Stomping
That's
Grounds
right.
logo
So the one that has...
and the gold bond
Yeah,
thing.
that's cool.
Both
Both
of you are
of them
saying
picked
Joe.
Joe.
You guys are just... Something wrong with you. Because Ricochet is going to win the title.
You know what?
Are you going to agree with me?
Nope. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe.
Well, you also said Samoa Joe at Money in the Bank, but then, if I recall correctly, somebody said Rey Mysterio, and you were like, there's no way they're going to put the title on Rey Mysterio. That would be stupid. But then they put the title on Rey Mysterio.
Well, I don't think there's no way they wouldn't put it on Ricochet, but I just don't think he's going to win.
Okay. Well, when you're wrong, when all of you are wrong, and I have that championship, Anthony, just remember this. Remember, maybe once in a while, You should agree with me.
Yeah, or not.
Okay, and yet again, maybe not, because I'm not always right.
Yeah.
So, that was an easy one. That was a fast one. Like, they were like, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. It's Joe.
All right.
All right, so the next match, Roman versus Drew for the 50th time. I'm not looking forward to this match at all. This will probably be one that I just kind of sit there and I'm like, scroll through Twitter during this match.
Which is kind of amazing because both of these guys could be headliners. So
they could be, but we've seen it so many times at this point.
Yeah, well, some form of it. I'm gonna say Roman.
I don't know who I'm going with. I have no idea. But it's just it is odd that with two guys like this that could be headliners, like you don't want to watch it just because we've seen it so many times. It's like,
Anthony says Roman.
Why? And Roman is probably gonna, we said that about Shane too, that Roman was gonna squash Shane, and then he didn't.
Who are you taking?
I'm gonna be different, and I'm gonna say Drew. And again, when I'm wrong, it's because I was trying to be different.
That's right.
But the thing is, though, like, we did say the exact same thing about Shane. Was that he should have squashed him.
Well, but this is, this is a little bit different because Drew's a little bit different situation. It depends on how much they want to push Drew.
Also,
I think what can
Roman
happen
got
is
his win. Also, Roman got a win over Drew back from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then they had a match like a week later on Raw, and I think Roman squashed him.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me think that maybe this time around they're going to have Drew go over him.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand. It's...
So, that's why I'm going with Drew. I didn't really need to explain myself, but
so now we have...
I did.
Alexa versus Bayley.
With Nikki Cross in the corner. This photo, I don't even know what's up with this photo. Like, if you look at it in just a second when it comes on our screen, it's like lopsided. It looks like it's lopsided, but I promise you it's not. It just looks weird because they have Nikki on one side and then nothing on Bayley's side.
Yes.
So, James is going with Bayley. I'm gonna say... Who are you gonna say?
I'm going with Bayley.
Okay.
I think that Nikki ends up costing Alexa the match on accident. And then we start to have, like... I don't think Nikki turns here. Oh, yeah, I forgot to hit the button again. But I think that, it turns on Alexa, but I think we're getting close to where she's going to turn on Alexa.
Okay, so Charlotte is nowhere on this show.
Okay, we weren't talking about Charlotte.
No, we weren't.
Not sure where you're going with this.
We weren't talking about Charlotte. But would she show up to cost Bayley her match?
No.
Would she show up to cost Becky her match?
No.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's just odd because they're marketing Charlotte to be there. They're saying that Charlotte's going to be there, and she's been in all the videos for it thus far. She's going to show up somewhere. Where is she going to show up?
She might. I don't know.
I don't either. I think I'm just stalling because I don't know who I'm going to pick.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
All this time I've been talking about how Alexa Bliss is 100% going to beat Bayley at Stomping Grounds. It just makes sense because then she's going to bring the belt back to Raw, and where she'd kind of had that interaction with Becky where they don't get along because they were doing that tag team thing. They had tag team matches together. And then they would end up going head-to-head, and it'd be like the championships fighting again. And Becky would then squash her and become Becky Two Belts again. Because I think inevitably that's what's going to happen. She's gonna be Becky Two Belts again. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
Now, with all the Nikki stuff, are you shaking your head like, oh yeah, whatever?
Oh yeah, I really agree.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. But now with all the stuff with Nikki, they're probably headed towards the Alexa and Nikki storyline.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, another factor that we have here is Alexa is a Raw superstar and Bayley is a SmackDown superstar. So how does that work for Alexa?
It doesn't matter.
I know it really doesn't matter, but they're trying to keep the marketing of the brands and stuff. So how does that...
It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Yeah, they're really trying to keep the marketing of the brands when they have, like, so much crossover.
I'm going to totally doubt myself over this if the way I see it go down happens. I'm going to say Bayley.
Good choice.
But if Alexa wins, y'all are just horrible.
I think that was a good choice.
No, whatever. If Alexa does win, and I was saying that from the very beginning, and then I doubted myself, y'all are going to hear it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, the next match I have down is
Kofi versus Dolph.
In a steel cage, might I add. There's no way they're putting the championship on Dolph.
No.
No way.
I don't think so. Kofi wins.
It should be unanimous. Everybody says Kofi.
Kofi for James.
Okay. It should be Kofi for everybody. It just doesn't make any sense to put the belt on Ziggler. It makes no sense. It makes about as much sense as putting the belt on Lacey.
Anthony picked Kofi.
Good. We all agree. This is a match we all should have agreed on.
Yeah.
We all should agree on because there's no way you can put the belt on.
No, I don't
Dolph.
think you put it on
It just
Dolph.
doesn't make any sense.
No.
So then we have Becky versus the Plank. Lacey. Becky?
You didn't sound too convincing there.
No, I didn't. Because I'm, like, real worried.
You already know who James is picking.
Yeah, I already know who James is going to pick. I'm, like, real worried that they are going to take the belt off of her, which would be stupid. Would be stupid.
James, we just put your answer down before we even started the stream.
It would be stupid to put the belt on Lacey.
Yes, it would be stupid. Correct. Stupid.
Do I
Dumb.
feel that they could do that? Yes. That's what worries me.
Yes.
Now, I'm still going to go with Becky. Because I'll always go with Becky no
That's a
matter
good
what.
choice. Good choice.
But I'm, like, real worried they're going to put the belt on Lacey. There could also be that situation, as I talked about just a minute ago, where they have Charlotte come out and help.
Anthony picks Becky.
They could have Charlotte come out and help Lacey get the win, and then they do their tag team thing. But it makes no sense for her to be the Raw Women's Champion and be doing the tag team thing at the same time.
You just made the list.
So I'm waiting for your prediction because you're probably going to say Lacey. And
You want my pick?
yeah.
I'm taking Lacey.
Yeah, go figure. So is Colin, and he was like, I hope I'm not right. Because if I'm right, I don't know what's going to happen, but I hope I'm not right.
Charlotte's interfering in this match.
That's... Bro, I literally just said that a little
know.
bit ago. And you were like, no, she's not going to do that. And I was like, you dipstick. I literally just said that. Stop taking credit for my ideas.
I wasn't taking credit for it.
Whatever. I could very well see that happening. I would hate it. Absolutely hate it if she's like, oh, I'm going to return the favor. And then they do the whole tag team thing, but it makes no sense. If they take the belt off of Becky, I might just cry. Like, I might just cry, people.
I might have to film her.
This...
Because this will be a total meltdown.
Oh, it'll be a total meltdown, and we won't even be home.
I know.
I'll be in, like, a hotel, and I'll
Yeah.
be, like, bawling my eyes out because
Yeah.
Becky lost.
And the people above and below us will be going, what is she doing? There's like somebody crying and screaming in that room.
I don't do it. 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 Well, we're going to have some major issues. I swear to you, as long as Lacey is champion,
James is going to cancel his subscription to WWE Network.
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to, but go ahead. I see your pain. That happens. No, I just don't. I've said this many times. She's not ready to be a champion. I don't care what anybody else says. She's not.
She isn't.
She's really not.
No, but they keep putting her in this position, and it's not about her this time. It's going to be about Charlotte Flair.
You know what else is real interesting here? It's some websites were picking up that we're going to end up getting Becky versus Lacey again at Clash of Champions.
Why?
Well, is Lacey going to win the title then?
Yes. Just
Okay.
saying.
Clash of Champions isn't until September.
I don't know. That's a long ways.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
I don't know.
We'll see.
I would hate it. Y'all know how I feel about Lacey. She's not ready. She's terrible in the ring. She just needs to go back down to NXT and figure her life out because it's not good.
Yes, figure her life out.
It's
she probably
not
doesn't have her
good.
life figured out. It's just the
No.
wrestling aspect that's the issue.
It's not good. She needs to fix it. She shouldn't be champion. It's poor representation.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, it shouldn't be going that way because it has
You have a little faith.
poor representation of the women's division if you put her as a champion when she can't freaking wrestle. Okay, she's supposed to be like the face of the women's division. When you're the champ, you're supposed to be the face of the women's division. It'll be a joke is what it will be. And I will laugh.
They've kind of made the women's division a joke.
I don't really care
Haven't
what they've done. But at least with Becky...
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. But at least with Becky being the champion, she looks like a champion. When she comes out, she's acting like a champion. She's good in the ring. Like,
I have no doubt.
and Lacey isn't, which is why I will not be able to take her seriously as a champion. She's not a serious threat to anybody at all. And when you put her in the ring against somebody who she's supposed to look better than, and then she doesn't, you can't take it seriously. If you're the champ, you're supposed to be like the top dog.
Well, we'll see what happens.
And you're not. She's not.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, whatever. But she's not. She's not champion material.
You don't have to rant.
Not right now.
This is just our
I don't really care. I can do whatever I please.
All right, here we go. Next match.
Seth versus Corbin. With a special guest referee, and we have our own prediction slot for that too. Because if you get whoever the ref is going to be right, then you get an extra point to add to your total, which might help in the long run. So, this is another match that I'm just kind of like over. I don't like Corbin. It's a tough one.
I know who I'm taking.
You're going
But I'm gonna
with
wait.
Corbin.
Anthony's taking Seth.
I would hope Seth retains. I mean, if he loses to Corbin, it's another joke situation. Like,
Becky is the best in the world.
Yeah, see. That's the only best in the world I'll take.
Too bad Charlotte's going to cost her the title.
Well, too bad you're flipping wrong. Too bad. Too bad, son. Jeez. I'm going to say...
Well, you can't think?
No, my head says...
Your head hurts?
No, my head says Corbin. But my head also says Seth. So I don't know. Tell me your answer.
I can't.
Why?
Because
Seth
wins
with
Bray's
Bray's special guest ref. Ooh. That's a good one. I didn't think about that. Okay, I'll write that down. Seth. Guest ref is gonna be Bray. Ooh. Anthony, who's your pick for the guest ref? Who's gonna be the guest ref? I'm gonna say... I don't know who I'm gonna say yet. I don't know, man. I don't know. I never come into these things prepared. Unless it's Becky, and then I have a whole speech prepared.
I know.
But everybody else, I really don't.
You have a speech prepared even when we're not on stream about Becky.
Or about Lacey. I have a speech prepared about how terrible Lacey is.
One of those two. Because I'm a genius.
Alrighty.
Alright, who you taking?
I don't know! This is like a life or death situation. Seth?
Alright, Seth. Who's the guest referee?
I don't know. Okay, so what's really funny is there were a couple different news reports that were like, what if Becky's the guest referee? And I was like, huh. But then that would get her involved because they want to see her have like a face-to-face showdown with Brock because of the ambulance thing and how he was beat down with a chair, and they were like, I want to see Becky go after him.
I'm going to take Corbin.
Of course you are. I don't know who the guest ref is going to be. I'll make that pick.
And I'm going to be like James. I'm going to say Bray is the special guest, which is setting up a Bray and Seth feud.
But how would that cost Corbin to match?
Because Bray is going to... I don't know if that he's going to help out.
Well, if he's
Corbin?
the guest ref, he's in the ring.
Okay, so?
I think Bray makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
But I don't think it. Corey Graves.
That'd be one I wouldn't guess.
Corey Graves. I mean, that'd be a good spot there. They're
Yeah.
like Baron Corbin and Corey Graves are supposed to be like friends, right?
That would be one I would never guess.
All right, sure, we'll put it down.
Now, who's your special guest referee?
I'm also gonna say Bray Wyatt.
Good choice. Now that's not who it's going to be because we've all picked it.
I know.
It's probably going to be Anthony's choice, Corey Graves.
Colin said Shane,
I can see that too.
but I don't want it to be Shane.
No,
He was
me
like,
neither.
I don't want it to be Shane,
Yeah, me
but
neither.
it would make sense to be
But
Shane.
I could see it happening.
I don't know who else to pick though, because I mean they really ruled out so many people with the whole I'm going to if you side with Corbin, I'm going to beat you down with a chair situation.
Yeah,
They had so many people beaten down by chairs.
This is why I
week.
think Bray Wyatt would be the choice because
It would make the
he
most
doesn't care,
sense,
and,
right?
like, he's got the I'm like psycho.
Well, that could set up a really
I
cool
could
match
be good. I could be bad.
between
Just depends on the day.
Bray and Seth for Extreme Rules.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't say Extreme Rules, but it could be a really cool thing for
No,
Extreme
but
Rules.
I said it could set up a feud with them.
Yeah, but I still think Seth is going to be the champion, and he's going to be going after the
Well, it
championship.
might be. I just think Corbin will win, and then he might lose it the next night on Raw.
Any cash-ins? Any cash-ins? It might be Becky though.
That'd be.
Are you
interesting.
changing your answer, James?
That'd be interesting. If it was
See, and
Becky.
then we have like the Brock cash-in situation, which is what people were like, oh yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, because then she'd have to officiate that, wouldn't she?
Sure. Yeah, I mean she's in the ring. She's got a ref's shirt on. So
Yeah.
why not? But there were a lot of people that were like, oh yeah, I think it'd be cool to see her get like an F5 and then just like stand up after and be completely fine.
Yeah.
They were like, that would be like, it'd be a moment. I'm not gonna lie, it would be cool.
Yeah.
Because I think ultimately at this point, I think the interaction between Becky and Seth isn't going anywhere. And they're going to have... It's going to be made into a storyline somewhere. I mean, it is already been worked with a bunch. Every week we see them in some capacity.
Yeah.
Whether it's on TV or not. And so I'm thoroughly expecting there to be something where she...
James is changing his mind. He's going with
gets
Becky.
involved or just something. Because it's coming.
You talked him into it. Good job.
Well,
Way to mess up James. Now if it's Bray Wyatt, he can be mad at you.
well, that's okay. That's okay. He's following his heart. He's following his heart. Becky,
Yes.
Becky.
Not his mind.
No, but yeah, I think it would be...
I think it'd be
That's
interesting
where
if they
we're
had,
he-
if they
that's
had
where
her,
we're headed
if they had
toward.
her as a special guest referee. I think it'd be interesting.
That's where, yeah, because, like, well, Corbin gets to choose the ref, and if he's run out of people, and he's like, where do I go from here?
Oh, the one person that Seth will not attack is Becky.
Yeah, so it would make sense, wouldn't it? And then he's got to be careful, because Becky might kick the crap out of him.
That'd be interesting.
They had, Corbin and Becky, they had an interaction. It wasn't on TV. It was during her dark match, either this week or last week, where he was, like, in the crowd. And she, like, was like, and he was like, stay back. So, like, I could see it happening.
They could make it, if they did it, they could make it interesting. I think it'd be cool if they did it. I don't think WWE's that smart, though.
So I'm going to go with Bray Wyatt, but my alternate would be Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
We all agree in there?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, no, I think it would, and then watch, James will be the only one. I'll be, like, talking about it. Yeah, Becky as the guest referee, that could be fun, and then James will be the only one to get it right. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, so that's all the matches and everything. So, that's exciting.
Yes.
Super exciting. I mean, it's not a horrible card. It really isn't.
I mean, it's okay. It's not one that you sit there and go, wow.
No, it isn't. It's a decent
I
card.
think part of the issue is, like we said, that some of these matches are just repeats of what
And
they've had
so
before.
it's not really
So it's...
anything super exciting. But, you know,
And, like, the tag team matches, there really hasn't been any build-up to anything.
no, not really.
So, you know, the Samoa Joe Ricochet.
I'm excited to see that match.
I'm
curious to see how that one goes down. As I said, I think Ricochet is gonna... Scott's here! Hello, Scott. How's it going?
Hello, Scott.
You gonna make your predictions?
We can do a rundown with you real
We
quick
can do
on...
a predictions. That's okay. That's cool. We can just go through it again. It's life. That's what we did the last time.
Yeah.
Because we had people come in all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Do we have one for Scott?
Yeah.
I thought we did.
Yeah.
We do. We got it.
Right here.
Un momento, por favor. Got it. Got it. All right. So, first match, New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We both said Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, been a lot of, like...
How many did we agree on? Oh, there's quite a few that we didn't agree on.
Yeah.
So, I think we're all good. As long as we don't
Scott's
tie.
going to New Day.
Cool. Then we have the Cruiserweight Championship. Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa versus Drew Gulak. I said Gulak. You said Nese.
Yes.
You said he was going to retain. I said with as much of these as they've pushed Gulak recently, not just in 205 Live, but down in NXT. It's a new day! Yes, it is! See? Gulak. He agrees. I think it's time. It's time for him to be a champion. I think it is.
I don't know. Is it just going to take it off Tony Nese that quick?
He's had it since WrestleMania. When Tony Nese comes to mind, I don't really think of him as a champion.
It just seems like they take
I'm sorry, I just
take it off
don't.
and that'd be pretty quick, I think.
I just don't really think of him as a champion that much. Like, in my mind, on the pre-show. I mean, it'll probably make the pre-show, if I'm being honest. That match and New Day versus Kevin and Sami. I'm thoroughly expecting those to be on.
Yeah, Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery.
This is the first defense for him, I think. Nope, he did defend at Money in the Bank. But, you know, he retained.
Yes.
It was against Arya Daivari.
Yeah.
I think.
So. It was.
We had that match, but it wasn't anything to go home about. It was a really long match, and I didn't love it.
Yeah, me neither.
It wasn't great.
Bryan
and Rowan. All right, cool. Then we have Joe versus Ricochet for the U.S. title. Like I said, I think this will be an epic match. Epic. It'll be a good match.
I think it'll be a good match.
I said Ricochet. Everybody else said Joe, because they all suck. And when I'm right, and they are wrong, see? Scott agrees. Ricochet. It just makes sense. I think...
Match of the night. I agree. It could be match of the night.
It'll be really good. And Scott will be there live to watch it.
Yes.
Cool. Becky got a new t-shirt on the WWE shop. I just ordered it. Oh, yeah. Was it the rainbow one? The rainbow shirt? I think it is.
Cool.
Yeah, for Pride Month. So then we have Roman versus Drew for the 50th time. Not looking forward to this match at all. This will be one that I kind of sleep through. Actually, not sleep through. Twitter through. I'll be on Twitter.
She won't even be watching the match.
I'll pay attention.
Unless Becky walks out. Then
see, you're the only other person that agreed with me. Everybody else said Roman. I was like, but Drew hasn't, like, I think Drew will win. And so, woohoo, you agree with me. Good. Good. I'm glad we agree on some things. This is going to be close to mine. Then double turn hoping. If he turns on Shane, boy, oh boy, I would be a happy person. I'd be a happy person. I'm not going to lie. It would be great.
I don't think he'll do it now. I think he will turn on Shane. I just don't think it's going to happen now.
It'll probably lead to... Will they have a... Shane will probably have a match at Extreme Rules. Shane will probably have a match at SummerSlam. The one at SummerSlam, I'm thoroughly expecting to be Miz for the last time, where he finally puts him away.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about the monster he created.
Yeah.
That would be smart.
Yeah.
Now, I think there's going to be a Drew versus Shane match in there somewhere.
Look, now he's...
Oh! Shane.
We've even got a spot for the special guest
Angle.
referee.
Or Becky. Kurt Angle would make a lot of sense. It also wouldn't make sense because if Corbin is the one to be picking the ref, and then he's like, oh, I'm going to go to Kurt and see if he'll...
I don't see that happening.
I couldn't.
I just don't see it happening.
Shane would make a lot of sense.
Shane, I could see. Becky, I think, would make it.
I changed my mind. Drew wins with the help of Shane. James. James can't make up his mind.
James is going to have 57 different predictions in this.
Whatever. It's okay.
Not Brock or Heyman.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it being Brock.
All right, Scott. Bayley or Alexa?
Silence. No, this is another match. I was like, do they put the belt on Alexa or does Bayley retain? This was a thinker for me. I had to think. Nikki turns on Alexa. So does that mean Bayley? Yeah, okay. Bayley wins. And then Nikki turns on Alexa. That's what everybody has said. I was thinking at first that Alexa would win and then take the belt back to Raw, and then we'd get the Becky and Alexa interaction where they've had their issues. They've kind of...
I didn't say Nikki turns on Alexa. I said she cost her the match.
Oh, well,
inadvertently.
Whatever. Close enough.
It's not on purpose.
But I said...
But that's going to be the beginning of their friendship.
This is not my pick. I did pick Bayley. But I said before weeks leading up to this, I was like, oh, Alexa's going to win because then she's going to take the belt back to Raw. And then she's going to have a feud with Becky, and then Becky will become Becky 2 belts again.
I think Sasha coming back at SummerSlam would be better.
I agree.
A bigger splash.
I agree. At this point, I don't really know if she's gonna return.
I don't either. But if she's
Just
gonna
because
come
of
back,
how long she's been gone at this point.
if she's gonna come back, I think that bringing her back at SummerSlam is better than bringing her back now.
James! Sorry, Bayley. I changed my mind. Alexa wins with the help of Nikki. Jeez. Jeez.
We're going to have to go back through these notes because I have a feeling James is going to go after, Sunday, James is going to go, well, I picked that person, and we're going to have to go back and just double check, make sure we didn't put it down wrong.
Alrighty. James.
Scott, and you too, James. Kofi versus Dolph.
In a steel cage match. For the WWE Championship. My goodness, that was funny. That was hilarious. About every pick here, James has changed his mind.
I know. It's like when the longer we sit here and talk about it, James is going,
James is like, well...
Let's switch this up.
Well, he's being me, and he's letting other people choose his predictions.
Yep.
Because...
I don't know. He was pretty quick with putting his predictions up, and now he's changed his no. Kofi wins, but Big E turns on, or Brock crashes. Okay, interesting. So he's got Kofi winning.
All right. We'll have to remember all the little details. Then we have Becky versus Lacey. It should have been me. Yeah. I'll be glad when that's over.
James is going to change his pick here, watch. He'll never change his pick here.
No, Becky versus Lacey. Of course he's going to stick with Becky.
Yeah, we already had James's pick in on this one is Becky.
Yeah, and I don't see him changing that at the slightest bit.
We've got Becky on every pay-per-view for James for the next, 10 years.
See, he said the same thing. Charlotte cost Becky. Sorry. No.
Oh, who else said that? Huh? Yeah, who else? Yep.
You. I don't...
So Scott's taking Lacey.
She's not... Okay. Everybody agrees with me here, though, right? She's not championship material. At all. It's dumb to put her in this position in the first place. Makes absolutely no sense. I know! That's what I don't understand. Charlotte is on the poster. Charlotte is in all... Charlotte is on the posters. Charlotte is in the videos. Charlotte is saying that she's going to be at Stomping Grounds.
That's why she cost her the match.
What?
She's going to cost Becky the match.
It makes sense. I'm not denying that it makes sense. Then we get Becky versus Charlotte, the feud for the next however long. Great. Awesome.
Or,
whatever.
Here's another twist. We have the reformation of the Four Horsewomen?
I would love that. That would be great.
And they bring up
Baszler
and
and
Shafir and Duke.
And then you have to have Ronda come back.
Baszler and Ronda comes back.
Possibly. I mean, I get it. There is no one on Raw for Becky to face after this.
That's because they don't have anybody on Raw.
No, but they're not building anybody up. That's the issue. There are people that she could face. But they choose to have Lacey over and over again.
Which could be why in NXT you've seen Io Shirai,
They did carpool karaoke on SmackDown. Yeah, I saw that. They were there. For what? Talk again.
They've kind of made Io Shirai turned her into kind of a Shayna Baszler type,
Character?
Yeah.
Yeah, heel.
Yeah.
And just say the word
So
heel.
they pull Baszler out.
But Baszler's still the champion. That's the thing.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't either. She has to lose her championship.
We'll see. So then we have Seth.
The power couple
Becky,
is winning. That'd be Becky and Seth. They're the new power couple.
No, we don't need any more McMahon's wrestling for any type of,
Well, that was rumored a couple months ago, and I was like,
no.
Don't do it. I don't need to see it again. I don't need to see Stephanie wrestle anymore.
People already hate Shane doing his thing.
No, and we don't need to see Stephanie. Becky versus Stephanie at SummerSlam, as great of an idea as that would be, no.
Did you get his pick down?
He said Lacey. I'll need to stop with Becky losing or I will. Yeah. They need to stop talking about Becky losing. I never said Becky was going to lose.
I did.
I was saying it would make sense for Charlotte to come out and interfere, but I don't want Becky to lose.
Yeah.
Becky should stay the champion forever because
Seth
nobody
versus
else
Corbin.
is worthy. Seth versus Corbin. Sorry, I was yelling.
Yeah. Seth versus Corbin. Last
I
night.
said Seth.
I said Corbin. Becky versus Stephanie would be.
Becky versus would be me.
No.
No. Okay, I just gotta say here that I hope that the women's tag team championships are defended.
Look at that. Who did Scott pick?
Corbin, stop. I hope that the women's tag team championships are defended on the next pay-per-view. I decided to throw that out there.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for throwing that out there.
I hope they are.
So you're gonna get his pick down. Scott takes
he
Corbin.
takes Corbin. Now, who are you picking for the special guest ref? I know you had 3 picks, but you got to choose one.
Yeah. Who's your guest ref?
We'll tell you who's our I can't speak. We'll tell you who we picked after you tell us who you pick.
It doesn't matter. James is gonna change his pick. Shane.
Well, at least you're not the only one who thought that. Cause
Here he goes. James is gonna change his pick right now.
Colin also chose Shane as the guest ref. I was like, I don't need any more Shane on my TV.
I took Bray Wyatt.
I don't need any more Shane on my TV. Yeah, we both picked Bray Wyatt, and then James picked Becky, which would make a lot of sense too.
It'd make it interesting.
It would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
It would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Watch, it'll be our truth.
That'd
Who,
be fun.
by the way, our truth is now the 24/7 champion once again.
If they make Braun the 24/7 champion, and
It destroys him.
yeah,
There were rumors that he was going to be going for the U.S. title against Samoa Joe, which would make sense.
yeah,
But if they're going to do that,
I kind of think it kind of kills him.
I think EC3 is going to be the next 24/7 champion.
They've been using him a lot.
It would make sense to me. So, Drake Maverick was the 24/7 champion as of...
But every time he has to do it, can make every time somebody laughs, it tears him up inside.
It tears him up inside. No, Drake Maverick was the 24/7 champion. He got married. And then they went through with it. They actually did it. R-Truth was at Drake Maverick's wedding, and he pinned him.
Yes.
And he is now the 24/7 champion. And Drake Maverick ran out on
Yes.
his own wedding.
R-Truth is now the 74th time.
I think it's like the sixth time.
Whatever. I don't know. I lost track.
6-time 24/7 champion.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think that's right. So, I mean, you know what's really funny is right before we got on, I was like, well, why don't they have a 24/7 championship match?
Yeah,
Because
you did.
why not? And then they didn't. 24/7 title is the most prestigious belt in WWE.
It's the most focused. You see it every week. You don't see the other titles too much.
Oh, boy. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's not a... That's true.
Not far from the truth, is it?
The truth!
Pun intended.
That's my thing. I always say, I'm like, oh yeah, I say a pun or whatever. I'm like, tons of pun intended. Oh, I'm the funniest person I know.
All right. I think we've covered everything.
I believe so.
For those that did not get to see the stream live, you can put your picks in the comments. You can
So that's
send
my
it
pick.
to
Braun,
Maven
24/7 24/7 champion, mark it down. I don't know, man.
I
Where is Finn?
They only like bring
Where's
him back
Finn?
every now and then, so I don't know what they're
Where
doing.
is Finn? Where's the Intercontinental title? Why
Yeah.
is it not being defended on Sunday? They talk about wanting to make the match card better. Well, right now with the way you have it, there's a reason why
Well, I'll give them
attendance
time.
is low.
I want to see how they react after Raw, or after Stomping Grounds on Raw. See where they go with things, because
I'm telling you right now, I swear to you, if I see Lacey Evans the next night on Raw as the women's champion, I'm going to have an issue. 9 matches, that's like an all-time low for WWE. Generally, they have, closer to 11 or 14 or 21. Just kind of depends.
yes, our truth is going to beat Flair's record.
He's
he
going
might beat
to.
he might beat Flair's record by next week.
He might. I mean, if he loses the championship every hour or so and
Yeah.
then gets it back, yeah, I could see it.
With that, we are going to call it a night.
I think so.
Again, if you didn't, for those that watch this later, put your predictions in the comments. You can also
Or-
send them to Maven Gleen on
You could send me
Twitter.
your predictions.
Um,
At Maven Gleen. I think you already just said that, but I don't think you did.
Yeah, I don't think I said it.
At Maven Gleen. Hit me up on there if you want to send me your predictions.
Reminder: we will not do the prediction, or we will not do the after pay-per-view show because we will be out of town.
No, we'll be out of town on Sunday, but we will be back on Monday to recap both Stomping Grounds and Monday Night
Let's say I didn't tell you
Raw.
that, bro.
Do you seriously want me to write that down?
We'll remember that, James.
Braun, 24/7 champ Sunday.
I don't think I could forget that.
I don't think I could either. I feel like that almost deserves an extra half a point if he does get it right. But if not, then sorry.
All right. With that, we're going to take off. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell button so you know we get notified when we go live. We'll be back Monday after Raw to recap both Raw and the pay-per-view. We'll kind of tie in probably the Raw because I'm sure Raw is going to tie in all of it. So
Yeah.
with that, we are out of here. Peace out.